Hi, everybody. Meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days in 5 minutes. And Weather in 5 brought to you by Omni True Value Hardware in West Babylon. They're getting ready for winter. So hopefully they'll help you get ready for winter with all the latest when it comes to those things you need to get through winter storms, like Omni Melt and Petalo calcium chloride pellets and Mag ice pellets and flakes. Everything you need to get rid of the snow and ice when we get it. And that includes shovels, spreaders, and snow blowers at omnitruevalue.com. 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon, just north of the Southern State Parkway, 6317-561125, omnitruevalue.com. Last 24 hours, we saw a little bit of snow in parts of upstate New York, mostly on the order of 1 to 3 inches in and around Syracuse and Utica, and on up into parts of north central New York State. Also, a little bit in the upper Hudson Valley as you go north of Albany and to the east of 87 on the Vermont side. Again, mostly about a coating to maybe an inch or two. But there is some more snow that is coming as far as the storm system for Friday night and Saturday. As of early this afternoon, there are no watches up, but I suspect that there might be a few winter storm watches that may go up for parts of New England for this storm system that's going to be for Saturday as far as the snow is concerned. We're going to have more on that in just a moment. Meanwhile, what a beautiful day we are enjoying here. Temperatures running up toward the 50-degree mark. We have plenty of sunshine with just some passing clouds. But we can already see the action going on in our split flow. We've got the jet stream, of course, from the north, and there's an upper air disturbance that's dropping southward from there. And all of this is the next low that is going to be moving east and then heading northeast once it moves offshore. And it will intensify into a rather strong storm. So this, I think, could be a pretty sizable snow producer for parts of New England. And I think there's still a chance that we might see a mixing or maybe even a changeover to snow in parts of northern New Jersey and in parts of southern New England before this is all said and done. But I think that's going to be something we'll work out over the next 24 hours or so as far as what that means specifically. And here's a look at some temperatures from early this afternoon, coming into the highs of the day now. So we're seeing a few spots hitting the 50-degree mark. Winds are gentle, occasionally gusting to about 20 miles an hour or so, but for the most part, winds are on the light side. Readings up the Hudson Valley, running mostly in the mid to upper 40s. As we head down into south central and southeastern Pennsylvania, some low 50s showing up, even a few middle 50s for temperatures, especially down into Maryland and parts of northeastern Virginia. Now, as for the radar, we're seeing the beginnings of rain moving up through Mississippi and into western Tennessee, up into southern Illinois, and back through Missouri. This is our low that is moving out to the east. For now, though, the rest of the country fairly quiet, except for the Pacific Northwest. No precipitation showing up and down the eastern seaboard, and again, just up in parts of western Washington. Otherwise, the west is on the dry side. So high pressure holding on. The developing low is still pretty weak there in eastern Oklahoma. Another low off the Louisiana coast that is moving northward here. And that is the seedling disturbance that's going to become a storm on Saturday. Rainfall amounts from the Weather Prediction Center, fairly substantial, of up to a couple of inches from northeast Virginia to southern New England, and also substantial liquid precipitation heading up into Maine. And some of this is going to be in the form of snow before it's all said and done. Just want to give you a quick look via pivotal weather on the European this afternoon with the snowfall forecast map, and you see the area of heavy snow that's being indicated for central and eastern Massachusetts, southeastern New Hampshire, and a good chunk of the state of Maine. Now, the back edge runs to about to east of the Hudson River, and you'll notice that there's just a little tail there that comes down into southwestern Connecticut to just north of New York City. Again, this is one model view, and I would never use these as forecast tools as far as the specific numbers are concerned, but I think it does at least show the general area where you can expect some substantial accumulating snow. It is about the northern stream and the southern stream in the jet and in the jet stream pattern. And the thing is that we're seeing that northern stream shortwave and the southern stream shortwave. They are going to try and phase. Perhaps the phase occurs a little bit too late for areas, say New York City South and West, but certainly it would occur in time for snow to occur up in much of New England. And there you can see how the upper low gets wrapped up when it's over Maine. We're still going to be in this rather busy flow with upper air disturbance coming through Monday into Tuesday. There's another one that drops southeast from the Great Lakes that consolidates a bit as it moves east of Long Island, south of Nantucket come Tuesday morning. But northwest flow looks to dominate for much of next week. And if that holds, that probably means that we should see relatively dry weather conditions for the week ahead. Now, we'll bring up the GFS really quick here and just show you how this model is playing things out. And there's still some differences in terms of the timing of the phasing of both streams. But starting from today, you see this storm system coming out. It's coming out a bit faster on recent model runs than in previous ones. Low in northeast Georgia Friday night. By Saturday morning, a low in Chesapeake Bay. Now the northern stream is bringing in some colder air, and that starts to come into play during Saturday afternoon. You see where all the heavy rain is. You start to see that dark blue snow, southern Vermont, southern New Hampshire, western Mass. That gradually expands as the low finds its way toward Nantucket and Cape Cod, and then it gets really wrapped up in the Gulf of Maine. The GFS is a little warmer than the European, and the NAM. The NAM has the cold air coming in a little bit faster, but again, we'll see how this plays. We'll, of course, zero in on this tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show. But from northeast Virginia to southern New England, certainly we're going to see some heavy rains here. And as the low goes by, you see how that cold air starts to get involved and all that, the heavier snows that break out, especially for eastern New England for Saturday night into Sunday. And then the low eventually winds its way up into New Brunswick. And again, for next week, I'm thinking weather conditions are going to be mostly dry. The setup, by the way, for tonight, no weather issues at all. And I think the daytime on Friday should be mostly dry, although there's a little stick of showers there that starts to come in Friday afternoon. And then that area of rain is going to gradually expand as we go through Friday night and wipes out Saturday. So of the 2 weekend days, Sunday is definitely going to be the better of the two. So we'll have a complete update as we digest the rest of all the models this afternoon. We'll have that update tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time on the Joe and Joe Weather Show on YouTube. Also, there's additional weather coverage, and there will be all winter long on my weather platform on Patreon. That's patreon.com, meteorologist Joe Cioffi, /meteorologist Joe Cioffi. It is a subscription platform, and it just costs $2 a month. And that $2, by the way, goes a long way to help support everything I'm doing with regards to all the online stuff that I have. Weather in 5 are brought to you by, again, Omni True Value Hardware, where you can get your mag ice pellets and flakes, your Petalo calcium chloride pellets, or Omni Melt, or rock salt, because they are Long Island's largest rock salt provider. 631-756-1125, 1226 North Wellwood Avenue in West Babylon. OmniTrueValue.com is the website. We'll see you tonight on the Joe and Joe Weather Show.